What's up? This is Jati Jones, and this video is a follow-up from my Happy New Year video, the 2017 Happy New Year video. Alright, so in the last video, Happy New Year 2017, I stated that the most important thing in our lives is our relationships. That if we do not nurture our relationships with our family, with our friends, and with our intimate partners, that life is going to be we're going to get a very poor experience of life versus if we went through life with people, we're going to get a much richer experience. Now, there's a part I left out that I should have mentioned in that video, which is that it's equally as important for a man to be on purpose and to go after what his purpose is in life. Okay? So that's a discussion we're going to have and elaborate on and continue in this video. Okay, so here's what I say. The most important thing, or one of the most important things in your life is your relationships. But at the same time, one of your most important things in your life as a man is to be on purpose and to fulfill and follow your purpose. So let's talk about this thing called purpose. What is it? This is what I believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, and I didn't make that up, you've probably heard that before, right? But I have been experiencing this to be true. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not limited, we are not as small as these bodies that we're traveling around in. Our bodies are very limited, they're very constricted, they're very small. But when we feel, who am I? When I feel, who am I inside? I feel like I have the immensity of the universe within me. I feel that I have endless possibilities. I feel that if I understand how to tap into it, I have infinite power, right? Power, and we all do. We all have. Everything's possible, right? Look at all the inventions around you. Wireless internet, computers, smartphones, the telephone, light bulbs, cameras, microphones, all the, radio waves, television waves, all these wireless things were seemingly impossible. They were all made by people just like you and I. So what does this have to do with purpose? I think that your purpose is like your God's calling. And if you don't believe in God or whatever, it's your higher calling. Something inside of you is calling you, pulling you to do something great. So there's a voice in your head, there's a feeling in your heart or in your gut. There's some kind of hunch, some kind of feeling that's pulling you, that's saying you need to go in this direction. All right? You need to serve the world in this way. You have a unique gift, and you need to give that gift to the world in a certain way. So your job as a man is to listen to that voice, listen to that feeling, listen to that hunch, listen to that calling, and then move towards it. Now, a great way to know what your calling is there's usually a lot of fear combined with your calling. So if you feel like you're pulled to do something, if you feel like there's just something in the back of your head always telling you, go this direction, do this, but at the same time, you're held back because you're really afraid of going that way, well, that's a great sign. That could be a great sign that is your purpose, because your purpose will usually scare you. So an example of purpose is my purpose is to help men and women connect with integrity and leave each other better than they found each other. That is my purpose. I did not start this YouTube channel or start this dating advice business or become a dating coach because I imitated someone or I thought or I looked out in the world and I thought, what's a good way to make money? Oh, this dating advice thing looks like it's taking off. Let me go do that. That's not where I came from. I didn't come from up here. I came from here. There was a voice inside of me speaking these things out, telling me I can explain these things in a much more clear and simple way. It was a calling. And for years I ignored that calling and I tried to do a lot of other things. In another video, I'm gonna give you an insider look of all the things you don't know about me. But I tried a lot of other things and I failed at a lot of other things until I finally surrendered to the calling and I did it. And when I started doing it, I found alignment, I found peace, I found success, etc. Things started to work for me. So there's another clue, is that if in your life up to this point you've failed at everything you've tried, perhaps that's the universe's way of letting you know that those were the wrong paths for you. And it's gently directing you towards the right path. Now, I want you guys to cut me some slack in these videos, because you need to understand that when I say things or when I'm talking about a certain topic, I can't cover it in completion. So there are always going to be holes and exceptions in whatever I'm explaining. All right? So, for example, now, someone might go down and comment, "Oh yeah, Jad, but failure is a part of success, and if you give up the first time you fail, blah, 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 blah." Okay? Listen to what I'm saying and don't focus on what I'm not saying. Or here's the thing, use your common sense, right? What I'm saying is that if you keep trying things over and over in your life and nothing seems to work for you, there's no natural flow, well then maybe you're doing the wrong things. You're not doing what you're meant to do, what you were put here to do. All right? And how will you know? Well, something will guide you. You have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to your feeling. Emotion and feeling is very intelligent. The heart is wise. The mind is clever, but the heart is wise. You want to listen to the heart, all right? Because the information travels up from your heart into your brain. There's a lot more information going up this way than there is coming down this way. That's scientifically proven by the Institute of Heart Math, who have extensively studied the heart for many years. All right? So you want to know your truth, you listen to this, not too much to this. Of course, you need your logic and your common sense, but this is your guide. All right? Whatever information that's coming through us, whether it's from a different realm or God or the universe or wherever it's coming, or maybe it's simply coming from here, I don't care. But this is where you're going to hear the message. And so the more you follow this and walk in alignment with where your heart wants you to go and takes you, and for me it was like a voice back in the back of my head for years, "Jad, you should probably start teaching this dating advice. Jad, it wouldn't leave me alone." It's not like I chose it more than it. What it was, it chose me, and I finally surrendered to like, okay, I'll do it. You understand? So start listening and start looking out for signs. Now I'm stepping a bit out, because some people are going to be like, "Oh, signs? What are you getting all?" Yes, I am. I see signs. I follow signs. The universe speaks to us through signs. If you look for them, if you watch them, there's an invisible hand guiding you this way, correcting you this way, going this way, and sometimes the hand will slap the shit out of you to wake you up and tell you, "Not this way, fine sir, you should go that way." An example of a big pimp slap is maybe you've been an alcoholic and you did something really stupid that almost landed you in jail, plus you were in the hospital and you almost killed someone because you were driving drunk. Well, that's a slap from the invisible hand saying, "Dude, wake up. If you continue down this path, you're fucked. Go this way." So the signs come in very different forms. A lot of them are very subtle. All right? My experience is that the voice, whether you think it comes from here or here, it's a whisper. A lot of the time it's a whisper more than a scream. And so you have to listen to it, and you have to be sensitive as you're moving through the world. How do I feel? And where is it guiding me? Where is it pulling me? All right? Be pulled towards your mission, not pushed. Right? We don't need to be pushed towards our mission. Our mission pulls us in. So notice what's drawing you in. What touches your heart? What touches your heart? For example, for me, I get very easily emotionally impacted when I'm watching plays, live plays, because to me that speaks to me. That's part of my passion, is part of being on camera. I took acting classes. I love the performing arts. And so I move towards that because that touches my heart. So observe what touches your heart, what gets you easily, you know? Everyone gets pulled by something, and then that's more of your direction. Now coming back to tying this in with women and making women the most important thing in your women and relationships the most important thing in your life, but also making your mission the most important thing. They're both important. Okay, they're both important because it's really hard, in my opinion. Okay, this is only my opinion, right? A lot of people, again, in comments, right? Oh, you don't need women. Oh, I don't need women. Okay, sure, you don't need women and women don't need you, right? But to what degree? All right? Does that mean are you gonna have a fulfilling life if you're just walking around the world alone? And maybe for you that is your purpose. But for the typical guy and the typical woman, we need each other, right? We need each other in a healthy way. And the healthy relationship is where I show up and the woman shows up and we're both happy independently, and then together we make an even better life by supporting each other. All right? Not two needy people like, oh, you complete me and I need you. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? I'm saying you're a healthy man, she's a healthy woman, emotionally healthy. Then together, you're going to be a powerhouse together, and also friends and family, right? So my opinion is that if you have an amazing relationship, plus you're on purpose, you're going to be kicking ass. So my suggestion to you is work on both. Have your mission, be on your mission, but also have women in your life, because the right woman is going to support you, right? The right woman behind you, you're unstoppable, man. So the last point I want to talk about is your mission versus your woman. Which one takes priority? This is very important. A man, I believe, again, this is my personal belief and what I've come to experience and understand from the world. It is my experience that my mission from God or from the universe or wherever you want to call it, I was put here for a reason. And if a woman comes into my life, a woman meaning someone, let's say a girlfriend, a long-term partner, if a woman comes into my life and does not support my higher mission, and I have to choose between them, the woman has to go, and it is my duty. Passing through this world once is my duty to fulfill the mission that has been given to me, because I believe we're all given missions. All right? Some people believe the soul chooses the mission and then comes into human form. I don't want to debate all that stuff. It's irrelevant. All right? Let's just stay practical and simple. All right? You're a man, you have a mission, you're here to do something. If you meet a woman and she's gorgeous and she's beautiful and you really like her, but she doesn't support or respect your mission, she's got to go, and you got to find a woman who does. And that's the woman you stay with. So if you're in a situation where you have to give up one or the other, the second you give up your mission for the sake of pleasing a woman or keeping a woman, you cease to be a man. All right? You're fucked. You're done. You cease to be a man. And even if you do leave your mission for her sake, because she's like, oh, I don't want you to do that, the second you leave your mission, she's going to lose all respect and all attraction for you, and she's going to lose you anyways. She's going to leave you anyways. So either way, you have no choice but to stick to your mission and then find someone who's going to support you and stand behind you in that mission and believe in you. All right? And if you meet someone who disrespects your mission or doesn't support your mission or belittles your mission, you got to say, I'm sorry, dear, but we're going to have to go our separate ways. All right? And I saw another comment saying, oh, those women are hard to find. There are no women who are supporting men's mission and blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit, man. There are plenty of amazing, wonderful, sweet, supportive women wanting and ready to meet a man who's on purpose, who's determined, who's dedicated to his mission, and she's there to support him. All right? As long as he's there supporting her, respecting her, and all that great stuff. Leaving her better than he found her. All right? You cannot go on your mission and neglect your woman and then expect your woman to support you. No, it's a mutual support, of course. That's it for this video. First of all, thank you for every single one of you who comments. When you comment on my videos, it helps my videos get more views. All right. I'm here. I've spent a lot of money on camera equipment, on lighting, on my personal time, my years learning this. Please give back by leaving a comment on my videos, and if you can share them, that would be even better. Liking my videos is good, but commenting is much better, and sharing, of course, is even better than that. So, brother to brother, I'm trying to help you. Please take a minute or two to help me back in return. And if you're on mobile and you think you can't comment on videos, that's not true. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, you'll see a little line there that says comments, okay? Because in mobile, sometimes it looks like you can't comment. You can, but you gotta scroll all the way down. There are a bunch of videos, scroll past those, and then you can comment. So please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If I left anything out, please be respectful and tell me in a respectful way, all right? Another thing, guys are being rude when they disagree with me. You can disagree with me all you want, bro, but there's no need to be rude. All right, so respectfully disagree or respectfully point out anything that I missed in the video. Let's discuss it, let's cover it, let's keep going, and let this be a two-way give relationship from here on out. All right, thanks for your loyalty, thanks for watching me, thanks for staying subscribed to me. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel. And finally, there's a new project out. It's called Brothers Elite University. If you want to finally get unstuck and you're sick of getting no results or average results with women, and you finally just want to kick ass and date the kind of women you want to date, then visit brotherselite.com and I will give you some educational material that's going to help you get unstuck and get results with women. So go to brotherselite.com right now and I'll see you on the other side. All right, peace.